Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John's report is for the 11th. Well, we continued with the softness here. We broke below the ABM yellow. Pretty simple from that standpoint. Below there, you're looking to the short side of things. ABM green was the support on it. Below that, definitely much lower, and certainly to the 76%, definitely. Still not that strong in short activity, but if it crosses above that red on the MBI, then you're going to have a much stronger move. And of course, this is that separation of cyan to green, and it's extending itself. The NQ had been slightly more preferential, but we talked about this where there was the approach of cyan to the DOC red and almost crossed over here of the green to cyan, the shorts, and you continued short-term buyers continue to fade. Could drop below negative 13.5. That would definitely be much more negative, and certainly so far the Nasdaq is keeping things from turning a bit more sour, so to speak. Grinch kind of activity, but probably short-lived. Treasuries, of course, back and forth. This particular stage, again, we've got some key numbers coming up, and it will dictate whether the Fed can do what they want to do, or if they're going to be crippled from doing it, or if they're going to be, free reign. And these are kind of the basics that we've been looking at for quite a while as to, what can the Fed do in this interim period until Trump comes in. They sort of limited as to their possibilities. The euro, of course, we've talked about it enough. That's not really much of a thing. Gold taking a spike on that. So this is that idea that the debt situation and liquidity could become a problem going forward. And, this is definitely something that supports Bitcoin in that. And you just saw Microsoft shareholders voted against having it as part of their portfolio. So that's an interesting one. But again, this all gets back to adoption. And of course, with a positive stance from within the White House, things are very different than they've been looking for crypto. So that's a net plus overall. And it continues to be the real factor of where you're going to get the electricity for it over time. And here you can look at it from an intraday standpoint, doing this one early before even post-market has really taken off yet, and coming back a little bit from there, but still overall that bias to the weakness shortly after the open, and it was just straight from there. So all pretty clean. As always, anything relevant, I will certainly put it up for you. Have a good one. Trade well.